chord. Yeah, so thank you all for coming. And then now we're just going to start, as we always do, that wonderful opportunity to send our love, light, and gratitude to the world. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance, from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great ascended hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Oh, okay. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to send love and gratitude to the world. Jenny Kling, are you there, beloved? Would you like to read the opening invocation for us? Jen, we can't hear you.
Oh, did you ask me?
No, ask Jenny. Jen? Oh, we can't hear you, Jen. So maybe we'll get Jenna. Jenna, are you there, beloved? Whoops, we seem to be.
Yes, I'm Jenna and I'm on.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much.
Before reading the words of the masters, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by the beloved Master Lord Kuthumi. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kuthumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself and there instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Okay, lovely. Thank you so much, Jenna. And so with the topics for the week, we're going to carry on with chapter 8, God's omnipresent power. And Guy Ballard's God Self, his mighty I am presence, continues with that wonderful discourse. And it's just such lovely information, just amazing. So we're going to carry on with that. And then we're going to listen to the holy breath. We did listen to it not so long ago, But we just playing it in the workshop this weekend. I thought, oh, maybe it would be really good just to listen to us again. Just a reminder of how really important it is for us to practice that rhythmic breath every day. And then Terry is going to read How to Develop Perfect Vision, which is a really lovely one, actually, from Lady Meta, and a gem from the Great Divine Director, which Mickey sent through. She got woken up, Mickey, at 3:00 in the morning and got prompted to go and find this in the book 8 and sent it through. So I thought that was really just lovely. So we're definitely not missing out on that. And then I'm going to read Beloved Geneva from Friendship with the Gods, Spirit of Peace, and actually the presiding spirit for the year of 1967. So just lovely. And we have read that before, but a long, long time ago. And then our beloved Antoinette will take us through our decrees, such an important part as we call in the light, and send it out to bless our beloved earth. So now we're going to listen to Gerald Craig reading from the St. Germain Foundation, continuing with chapter 8.
Some scientists have claimed and taught that planets collide in space. No such thing is possible. To do so would be to throw the entire plan of creation into chaos. It really is fortunate indeed that the mighty laws of God are not limited to the opinions of some of the children of earth. It does not matter what any scientist, mundane or otherwise, thinks. God creation is ever moving forward and expressing more and more perfection. The constructive thought and harmonious feeling within a human mind and body are the activities of love and order. These permit the perfect ratio and speed of the electrons within the atom to remain permanent, and thus they stay polarized at their particular point in the universe as long as the duration of the breath of God within their core is held steady by the will of the directing self-conscious intelligence using the body in which they exist. In this way, the quality of perfection and the maintenance of life in a human body is always under the conscious control of the will of the individual occupying it. The will of the individual is supreme over his temple, and even in cases of accident, no one leaves his body temple until he wills to do so. Very often, pain in the body, fear, uncertainty, and many other things influence the personality to change its decisions concerning what it has willed in the past. But everything that happens to the body is and will always be under the control of the individual's free will. To understand the above explanation concerning the electron and the conscious control the individual has through his thought and feeling to govern the atomic structure of his own body is to understand the one principle governing form throughout infinity. When man will make the effort to prove this to himself, or within his own atomic flesh body, he will then proceed to master himself. When he has done that, all else in the universe is his willing co-worker to accomplish whatsoever he wills through love. Whoever makes himself willingly obedient under the law of love has perfection in his mind and world permanently maintained. Under him and him alone does all authority and mastery belong. He only has the right to rule because he has first learned to obey. When he has obtained obedience from the atomic structure within his own mind and body, all atomic structure outside of his mind and body will obey him also. Thus mankind through thought and feeling has the power, each individual within himself, to rise to the highest or sink to the lowest. Each one alone determines his own pathway of experience. By conscious control of his attention as to what he allows his mind to accept, he can walk and talk with God face to face, or looking away from God become lower than the animals, sinking his human consciousness into oblivion. In the latter case, God flame within him then withdraws from its human habitation. After aeons of time, it tries a human journey once again into the world of physical matter, until final victory is accomplished consciously and of its own free will.
Okay, so yeah, it was interesting from beloved Guy Ballard. So now we're going to listen to this this video again about the holy breath. The holy breath from the healing chalice. Beloved children of the one breath, inbreathing the divine essence of God being, know thou that within my breath abides the fullness of thy God perfection. Pulsating within thy mortal forms, the breath of my being imparts its life, intelligence, and power for the use of each individual self as it functions in the world of form. I am that breath. Within it is my perfection for thee. Breath is the divine fuel empowering the motor of thy beings. Within it are the powers of which thou hast not yet even dreamed. Man uses the divine essence of myself and with abandon wastes its priceless energies in the dissipations of the flesh. Children of my heart, children of my breath, be thou still and know me. Breathe into thyselves the flame breath of the Father, Mother God. Love the breath, for within it abides the fullness of all thy heart's desires. Bless each breath as it gently enlivens thy mortal forms with its vitalizing presence within thine own separate worlds. Absorb the fiery essence of the breath, recharging all the substance of thy beings with God life. Renew thyselves with each new breath. O children of my heart, I am the will of God within thy breath. I am the love of God within thy breath. I am the cohesive essence of that will and that love. I am the flaming breath of thine own God selves. If thou dost will it so, it can set thee free. Permit my breath to stimulate into renewed action the dulled senses which abide within thine own potentialities. Fan the flame of freedom, which my breath is, until every electron within thy being becomes a star of light. Disease, unhappiness, fear, pain, distress, and all the limitations of the flesh are outcasts in the flaming breath of my being. Either thou must breathe the air of earth, polluted by the wayward desires of other men, or raising thine own heartbeats unto me, accept the holy breath of me, thy God, who made thee, and walk the earth in freedom's flame. I am thy breath. I am thy freedom now, from deep within the secret place within thee, breathing deeply of the divine essence of the God presence, which is myself. Feel the expansion of that flaming breath within thee. Let the burden of thy limitations and distress be transformed into happiness, beauty, and perfection, with which it was at first endowed. Breathe in this fiery breath from God's perfection. So let's now breathe in the beautiful, fiery breath of God's perfection. As we breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We say inwardly, I am inbreathing the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am absorbing the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am expanding the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am projecting the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am inbreathing the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am absorbing the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am expanding the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am projecting the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am inbreathing the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am absorbing the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am expanding the fiery breath of God's perfection. I am projecting the fiery breath of God's perfection. And so be it, beloved, I am. And now, beloved, Terry's going to read how to develop perfect vision and the message from the Great Divine Director. So I'm just going to quickly change the share here. Thank you, beloved Terry.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone. How to develop perfect vision. Yesterday's meditations for today's contemplation. Beloved Lady Metta. This is from Ascended Master Love and Truth, June 1964. The psalmist sings, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help. Psalm 121:1. Mankind has been endowed with the power of vision by which they invite and compel the object visualized into their consciousness. What mankind entertains in their consciousness outpictures in their world. Through the track of their vision, each individual has the power to draw into their experience whatsoever they choose to contemplate. The beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain has said, it is more difficult for mankind to endeavor to visualize a glory which their outer consciousness has not yet experienced than it is for the I Am Presence or an Ascended Master to project into the beam of their vision the perfect vision as the Master sees it with their more highly developed faculties. It would be more difficult for a blind man to visualize green grass or the blue sea than the man who has looked upon it. Therefore, as you accept the magnetic power of your unfolding visual sense, ask the I Am Presence and the Masters to glorify you with their own self and with the glory which you had with him before the world was. John 17:5. Then quietly await the I Am Presence so that you may incorporate its perfection into the very substance of the flesh. Contemplate daily. Steadfastly facing thee, there is no evil on my pathway. Steadfastly facing thee, there is no limitation with its sorrows. Steadfastly facing thee, there is no loss, no lack, no absence, no deprivation. Steadfastly facing thee, there is nothing to fear, for there is no power to hurt. Steadfastly facing thee, there is neither sin, nor sickness, nor death. Steadfastly facing thee, I am become all thou art. Your God Powers, June 1964. Every life stream created and sent forth to secure through experience self-mastery has been completely endowed and equipped with the capacities required to become equal to and co-workers with the eternal Father of life. For instance, all your automobiles are equipped with 4 wheels, carburetors, fuel pumps, etc., and the manufacturer could no more think of sending one forth without the essential parts than God in his kingdom would send forth one life stream lacking the capacity or requirement for mastery and fulfillment. We then work on the assumption that the God creator of the universe has endowed each life stream with every capacity required to become victorious, to attain and sustain mastery, and to be representative of the creator with all the power and powers at his disposal for constant use. We will see that this conviction will not allow room for the acceptance of limitation of any part of life, or that any life stream must be subject to circumstances because of a faulty or insufficient equipment. It is the recognition and acceptance and use of the powers latent within the life stream that makes for mastery. Affirm, I accept and draw forth, and I manifest today all the powers of my being endowed by the central sun. So be it, beloved I am. Hold this in your consciousness until your feeling world is saturated with the conviction that these powers are present and pulsating and yours to develop for the Great White Brotherhood's cause today. Every cause is first in the feeling world before it can outpicture in the physical body or in your world of action. This is from beloved Mickey. Let us no longer be limited in the feeling world by the idea and feeling that supply depends upon human beings in your midst. As long as you continue to accept it, you will find yourself limited. Cut it off and turn to your presence, the treasure house of the universe and your world. Then remember this, beloved ones. Oh, please hold this firmly before yourself forever. When you call to your presence for your money supply or any supply you require for use, your presence is your treasure house, actually, practically, and literally. It probably would not release coin money in your hands just yet, but it is the power of intelligence at your call, which sets its energy into action in your body. All persons, places, and conditions required to bring financial money supply into your hands by the wisdom, power, and love of the presence will be set into action to bring it to you. You will be caused to harmonize yourself and do whatever you are required to do to cooperate with the activity of life which produces that result for you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Terry. And just what a wonderful thing. I know we know it, but it just needs to be, I believe, reiterated again and again, and just the way this beloved great divine director says it. Just so marvelous. And now we are going to watch this sweet story of, oh no, now we're going to have a gem. I beg your pardon. This is from beloved Holy Aeolus, the cosmic Holy Spirit, and from Path of the Middle Way. And he says to us, one day, blessed ones, you will stand forth free as you make these calls for purification. Remember, you take in the perfection of God with every breath. It is my humble request that you work with increasing impetus on the expansion and projection of the holy breath. I ask this not for my sake, but for yours. With every breath you take, the grace of God is freely dispensed. Let it be an increasing activity that the grace of the Holy Spirit is given forth into your worlds, qualified with the same perfection in which it is given. Ask for my assistance and for that of beloved Paul, the Mahachahan, my son, who meditates upon me day and night. We will help you in developing your understanding of the importance of the holy breath and its activity in the earth and in all life. You will then be acting as sons of God that you really are, letting the awakened Christ within stand to its full stature and wield the powers of light wherever you are. So that I thought was good, because it really sort of tied in again with the video that we watched about the beloved holy breath. And now we're going to say our decree for all our brothers and sisters that have recently left their physical bodies, or those that are still caught in the psychic and astral realms. This is, as we know, such an important thing to say. And we say it daily, but in a much more shortened version in our decrees that we do in the early morning. So we just say together with our mics muted, beloved presence of God, I am in me. Beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am, and we thank you. Oh, okay, so ready. So now we're going to listen to this lovely story of this really sweet cow, and just the amount of love. I was just thinking about how much love the animals are bringing at the moment and opening people's hearts. And this is about Helen. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I thought it was really lovely.
Helen is 19 years old and blind. Hi, Helen. My name is Ryan. This is Helen's story for GeoBeats. We are Uncle Neil's home, a sanctuary for rescued farmed animals. Helen was born blind. She was milked and had about 14 children. By the time she was 15 years old, she was unable to produce milk at the rate that the farm considered her profitable. But the farmer formed a bond with her because he spent a lot more time with Helen than he did with any of the other cows.
You're so beautiful.
He ended up selling his operation. When he sold the operation, he asked for them to continue to watch Helen. Then for those 4 years, Helen still lived at the dairy farm, and he began reaching out to sanctuaries because he knew that she needed more care and just a better life that they weren't able to give her. And so that is how we came to learn of Helen. When she first came to us, she had a very, very hard time settling in for the first 2 days.
Let's go.
I mean, she can't see, and no matter her life beforehand, it was the only life she had ever known.
It took her about 45 minutes to get in here. She stood at the front for a long time.
We continue just spending more and more time with her, speaking very gently to her.
Good girl. Yeah. Oh, hold on. One this way.
Nice work, Helen.
Letting her know through her other senses. So we rubbed her, we hugged her, kissed her on the face, just anything that we could do to show her that she was going to be okay. Now, anytime we say, hi, Helen, you can see her head turns very quickly and her ears perk up and her ears kind of move towards the sounds of our voices. And you can just tell she is so much more comfortable.
Love too, girl.
We put wind chimes near the shed, so if she wants to be inside, she can hear the wind chimes and know that she's close to home. We also put a solar-powered fountain in her water trough, so when she gets thirsty, she can walk right over, listen to those sounds to get a drink of water. We put up a camera, so we'll check that all throughout the night and throughout the day, making sure that we can see that she's safe and has everything she needs at all times. She absolutely loves when we brush her, so we brush her every day.
You're so beautiful.
Her ears are always fluttering. She just takes in her surroundings and lives every single day to the fullest and lives in the present moment. We can't wait for her to make some friends when she's out of quarantine. Helen has unlocked this level of love inside of us that we didn't even know existed. She is considered elderly at 19 years old. The natural lifespan for a cow is 20 to 25 years. We do hear cracks when she stands up, so you can hear the arthritis in her body. Other than that, she's doing okay. We are going to make every single day the best day of her life. From the first day we met her, she entered our hearts and will live there forever. Helen is 19 years old.
Whoops. Oh, anyway, lovely. Bless Helen. Well, she certainly landed in a lovely home, which is just such a blessing. And so now we're going to say our decree for our beloved animal friends. So we say together, beloved, I am presence of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal kingdom. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life, until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. And so we do. Thank you for answering our calls. And now I'm going to read from Friendship with the Gods, Beloved Geneva, Spirit of the Year for 1967, and the Spirit of Peace. We change quickly the... All right, so this is what Beloved Geneva says. I am Geneva and was the spirit for the year of 1967. My specific quality is peace, and you will remember that Geneva, Switzerland, was selected for the convocation which resulted in the League of Nations. An idea was born in Geneva, and that pulsation grew into what you call the United Nations. That nomenclature is excellent, for it holds an idea which is being nourished through the constructive thoughts of the representatives to that body. And from this entity, there shall come forth a united peoples. True, many ideologies which must be blended have their idiosyncrasies, but eventually these will join one with the other into a common or accepted pattern through which each nation can set its own code for the benefaction of their locale and naturally for the whole. This would result into various avenues of God expression, as do the spiritual rays of which you are aware, each with its presiding director. Some have visualized the spirit of each year as a vapory or ephemeral being. Let me emphatically state that this is not the case. I do not just enfold the planet in my radiation, waiting for the imprint of man's actions, which beloved Virgo and I must wear. I assure you that I do not just come to have my garments splattered as a result of the imperfect emanations from mankind. My being blends with that of the beloved Virgo and is a mantle about her, and I deflect and purify as much of the effluvia as permitted by cosmic law, so that the imposed miscreations of man do not unduly spoil her beautiful robe. I have come wearing a pure crystalline garment, which shall from time to time diffuse hues of pink and of violet and pink. I have applied to the cosmic law and have received acquiescence to be an accelerated focus of violet transmuting fire through which to assist the earth in every possible way. Closely within my bosom shall I further nurture and expand the sacred gift of God peace for all life upon this planet. When you, beloved cheetahs, so desire to turn your attention to me, I shall, on the return current, assist you in the expansion and externalization of peace. In return, if I may, I ask that you assist me through your cause for purification for all life to restore the imposed robe, which the magnificent Virgo is forced to wear in her accepted role as Mother Earth. I, of course, do not refer alone to the elemental substance of the planet, which you designate as Earth, but for the water, air, and fire element as well, each being a necessary component of the whole. God bless beloved beloved Geneva, and just thank you. Every morning, beloved Antoinette calls in those wonderful rays of peace. We call to all these mighty beings, and we just, through the gift of the beloved flame of peace, flood the earth with peace. It's such a marvelous thing, and she does it every morning for us. Anyway, so now we're going to listen to this lovely song, what I think is a lovely song. Thank you for the day. I hope you enjoy it.
In the morning, I thank you for the breath that I have, the new strength, the good hope, your light on my path. In the morning, I thank you for the life that I have, the blessing, the family, the roof of my head. In the morning, I thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. In the evening, I thank you for all the things of this day. The sunshine, the moonshine, they shine on my path. In the evening, I thank you for the love that I have. The blessing is so amazing, it covers my heart. In the evening, I thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you, Lord, thank you. You are kind and good to me. Thank you, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that I have. Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Such a lovely song. All right, so now beloved Antoinette's going to take over. We're going to read through our decrees. Thank you so much, beloved Ant.
Thank you, Anthea. Thank you for that lovely, lovely song. I think that was sufficient to just expand our hearts and just really fill our hearts with that feeling of gratitude for all the wonderful things we've listened to this evening, and now for this opportunity to join together and call to the light. So many of us dotted all around the world, joining together now to make these calls for our beloved earth. And we begin by saying, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so they may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with the ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our pillar of protection. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We'll just take a moment, each and every one of us, to just visualize this blue and crystal pillar of light, impenetrable, surrounding each and every one of us. We see it around our loved ones, our friends and families, and all constructive people, places, conditions, and things across the face of the earth. We give thanks for this. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. In every court throughout the world. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I Am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I Am Presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence, charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. And now the wonderful opportunity that we have to call to the violet fire together, this mighty flame of freedom that has the ability to shatter, dissolve, consume, and transmute all misqualified energy, all miscreations of any kind. After our decree, together we're going to listen to the Blue Danube and visualize our entire earth, all mankind and the entire nature kingdom saturated, enfolded in the violet flame. We say together, Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. And now we call to beloved mighty victory to fill us with his feeling of victorious accomplishment as we say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now we end off, as we always do, by making that call to the secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from the great central sun, shining in the heavens for this 2,000-year period. That supreme light that cannot be requalified with human thoughts or feelings. And as we see and visualize this great star of light, we ask that each one of us, every man, woman, and child, and all elemental life, be clothed in that substance from the secret love star. Every man, woman, and child enfolded in those pink and golden rays from the secret love star. That substance that pushes out all imperfection, all limitation, all disharmony of any kind, filling our etheric, physical, mental, and emotional bodies with pure divine love. And we feel that substance expanding those feelings of love and harmony, of kindness, of peace, charity, courtesy, grace, and goodwill, those feelings of unity, one holy family. Beloved secret love star, make each and every one of us, all mankind and all elemental life, a living sun of pure divine love. And as we see our earth just bathed in the substance from the secret love star, we send our gratitude and love to all the mighty beings of light who maintain and sustain this great gift, the focus of cosmic divine love. Mighty I am presence of all mankind, come forth, charge every man, woman, and child, all life evolving on this sweet earth in light and love from the secret love star, and keep it eternally sustained. We thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Marvelous. Thank you, beloved Antoinette. Absolutely wonderful. That feeling and blessing from that secret love star. Every soul getting that wonderful gift. Thanks so much. And now we're going to do the closing invocation. And Gayleen, beloved, because I know you were ready to read it, you misheard, but I thought maybe if you're there, it'd be lovely if you could read it for us, beloved. Gayleen, are you there? Oh, all right. So
I can't see the screen's flicking off and on. Perhaps someone else better read, Anthea.
Oh, okay. All right. No problem.
Very disturbing.
Oh my God. Jay, are you there in one of those iPhones? Maybe it's going to be difficult on an iPhone anyway. All right.
Did you ask me to read?
Can you read it on your phone?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Beloved I am presence, and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Lovely to hear your voice, beloved Jay. Okay, thank you so much. And now we just take a moment. We just finish off just sending love and gratitude to our I presence, to the great ascended ones, and just for our opportunities that we've had today and every day to learn and send out that light. So that's it. Lovely. Thanks, everybody. And I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to stop the recording as well.